Hello and welcome to Blythe Business News. Today I'm joined by Martin Eales. Martin is Chief Executive of Ironveld, listed on London in the AIM market with a market capitalisation of around £8.5 million and a very smart ticker of IRON, Iron. Martin, welcome back on the programme. Since we saw you, there's been a lot going on. You've completed the financing for the acquisition of your smelter. Tell us about the refurbishment work that's going on, and also, very importantly, are you on track to reach your production and first sales targets?
Thank you, Tim. Yes, a huge amount of activity going on. We moved into the smelter complex in mid-August. Don't forget, this, although it's an existing facility, was mothballed for a number of years. The previous occupants were producing an entirely different product. So we do have to make substantial changes, all of which we costed and have planned out. The simple answer is yes, we're on track. We felt very confident in announcing just a few weeks ago that we expect first production from the smelter during Q1 next year, and indeed the start of mining to provide ore for the smelter will start this quarter. So we're really very happy with what's going on. It's all on track. Don't forget also that from a standing start, we've had to engage in substantial recruitment and staffing for the facility. I think we've gone from 0 to over 70 employees at the smelter in the last few weeks and months. So it's a huge effort by all concerned, and in fact we're very happy with the way things are going.
Fantastic. So mining this side of Christmas, or this side of New Year at least. So tell us then a bit more about the operations once they start. How much you're looking to produce, and is there upside beyond that?
Okay, well, the first thing to state, and we often get lumped into the bucket with iron ore producers. We're very much not an iron ore producer. We're going to be mining magnetite and smelting it to produce high quality metals, in particular high purity iron, and eventually, as we've set out to our shareholders, to move to transform that high purity iron into powder, which commands a premium price. We have 3 revenue streams alongside the high purity iron. We actually have 2 metals that come off in the byproducts effectively for free. That's a vanadium slag product and a titanium slag product, and we have buyers for both of those slags who want the metal content contained therein. At full pelt, and we outlined this in the summer, when we have 3 furnaces up and running at the smelter, probably about midway through next year, the annual throughput will be 40,000 tonnes of ore, which leads to about 20,000 tonnes of the high purity iron product. So that's our target next year. As I say, we're well on the way, and what's really interesting is that we have the 3 revenue streams.
You mentioned buyers there, Martin. So can you just remind us a little bit about the offtake agreements you have in place, and what does that mean for the company going forwards?
Well, obviously, with strong sales interest, we're very confident that our products have a market and will earn the revenue we expect. We have a commercial offtake for 5 years with Glencore for all of the vanadium product. We are approved vendors with 2 large South African buyers who must remain confidential for the high purity iron. So they are ready to take whatever we can produce. And alongside that, we have a full marketing and distribution agreement for everything else not taken by the first names with a company called Oreport for our titanium slag, and anything left over within the iron products or powders.
So it's going to be interesting next 2 quarters. So finally, what should we be looking out for in terms of news flow in those 2 quarters and maybe even beyond?
Well, there's lots coming. Obviously, with a longer term project like refurbishment of the smelter, we've tended to give monthly or 6 weekly updates on the way things are going. But the really exciting things for shareholders to look out for will be confirmation of the start of mining this quarter, confirmation of the first production of the metals coming out of the smelter in Q1 next year, and indeed first sales. Don't forget that during the fundraising, we estimated first sales within 12 months. I think the way things are going, we will materially beat that deadline, given our conversations and strong sales inquiries.
Well, thank you, Martin. Thank you for that update, and we look forward to you coming back on the programme as the weeks and months unfold, and making sure we're up to date with developments at Ironveld. So that was Martin Eales, Chief Executive of Ironveld, as I said at the start of the segment, listed on AIM with a ticker of IRON. That's it from Blythe Business News for this edition. Thanks for watching. you.